Parshas Noach features the story of the Tower of Babylon. It is one of the more famous Bible stories, and everybody knows as a result of the Tower of Babylon, there was a mixing up of the language, hence the word Babel, and human population was dispersed around the world. We have to understand what exactly was so wrong about building a big building that it deserved such a consequence. It can be understood in the verse when the builders said, "Let us make a name by building this building, and let us use bricks as rocks." The difference between a brick and a rock is rocks are naturally forming, they're God-made. Bricks are man-made. The people of the Tower of Babel believed that they were as good as God. In fact, our bricks worked much better than God's rocks, because God's rocks are all irregularly shaped, where the bricks are perfectly formed, and they fit one into another. And indeed, we can build a much better building out of bricks than we can out of rocks. The name that they wanted to make for themselves would be akin to Hashem. Hashem is a name which we use in reference to God. They wanted to challenge the Almighty. So it is looked upon as an absolute act of rebellion. It was a very successful project. Our sages tell us that the top of the building was a year's walk from the bottom. And indeed, if a person fell off the building, there wasn't much to worry about because there was someone else to take their place laying the bricks. But if a brick fell off, that was a tragedy, as it took a year to get another brick. The Almighty saw this and said, what their problem is that they're unified. It's a good thing to be unified. We talk about unity all the time. But in this instance, the unification of all these people was for a bad purpose. And so the Almighty dispersed them. And we have been trying since then to establish world peace. Every one of us has a minor Babel inside us, you might say. We have conflicts. And things are trying to work together. What happens? The Almighty gives a little help. As we see at the end of the portion, what happens is suddenly, with all of this that's going on, the tragedies, there's a small glimpse of hope, a glimmer of light, with the birth of Abraham. And indeed, after all of the tragedy, we have to bring out our little Abraham. And this we'll talk about in next week's portion. Stay tuned. For the YouParsha, I'm Herschel Finman.